Are you ready for this one? Have you seen this one?
Grant Cardone training his staff to induce bankruptcy. No, I haven't seen this at all.
Yeah, this is like recent. I came across it and I was like, geez, I'm surprised it only has 283 likes.
Yeah.
I mean, usually, Grant Cardone, he gets like a lot of likes and stuff. Well, how do you feel about him before we start this video? What's your thoughts on this guy?
He's a psycho.
Yeah, man. Like
I need to make like an hour-long video at some point. I'm pretty lazy, so I know when I'll get around to it. Have you seen him on the show Undercover Billionaire? Because I didn't even know that was a show.
No, this is business like real estate.
So it's not Undercover Boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different show called Undercover Billionaire. I wonder where they got the idea from.
Yeah.
What they do is they take billionaires, but it's funny because Grant Cardone's not a billionaire. I think most of the people. I mean, he's like 200
millionaire.
million.
Yeah, he's got millions.
Yeah. But so Undercover Billionaire is a show where they take billionaires and they put them undercover. They dress them up to where it's like, oh, it's not them anymore. It's probably pretty obviously them. Anyway, they give them a truck, a phone, and $100 bill, and send them to a random city. And they have to in 30 days or in 90 days. I think it's in 90 days. They have to make a business worth $1 million in 90 days to show that, like, oh yeah, anyone can do it.
Come on in, folks. Come on in. Come on in. Right here. Come on in. Yeah, baby doll. Come on, baby.
I'd be the arm, the strength, the power, and the glow. All he had to do was put up the money. So the stakes are higher than ever. I got a fresh haircut. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. But I'll tell you, I ain't leaving here without a client.
12 seconds later.
So your business model has not been proven yet. So
Yes, it has been proven. Jim, why are you saying that?
Well, in this
But look at my
particular-
clients. Look at my clients.
You have some good clients.
My business is dependent upon how the quality of my client is.
Exactly. Your customer satisfaction is unproven because you're a new business. All this goes into the risk component. The risk is of you not achieving the projected cash flows, which we're going to get to next.
So stupid. God, I can't believe people actually believe this stuff. But man, like so man, Grant Cardone is a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story. It's actually a sad story.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
I used to be part of this group. When I first got into like investing and stuff, I was part of this group called Earn Your Leisure, and their whole thing was about helping minorities come up and learn about investing, businesses, and all this other stuff. And then one day, their very first big guest they had was Dame Dash. You know who that is?
Say the name again.
Dame Dash.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Used to be with Jay-Z.
Okay, no, I don't know.
Okay, well he came on and we all got to basically listen to his business speech and whatnot. It was just terrible. He was high and drunk. Terrible business advice. He was like, I would never do business with someone who dresses corny. If he dresses corny, you don't want to start business with him. Like that's the worst business advice. But that's what he gave. And then eventually, because of that, I guess that interview.
Corny like Mark Zuckerberg, kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You look at Mark Zuckerberg, he looks corny. The dude looks corny. So you're gonna tell me you're gonna drop a business opportunity because the way he's dressed, you're stupid. Yeah. And but because they did that interview, it kind of, it bolstered the community up a little bit more, made him popular. And then when I knew it was time for me to leave this group because it drastically shifted was when Grant Cardone came on. They brought him on and he started talking to us and stuff. And I was just like, man, he's telling people not to invest into real estate. It's such a joke. And the whole time I'm thinking, isn't that like what your whole business model is? Real estate?
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Well, let's see what he's got to say about training his staff to induce bankruptcy fraud.
Debt, you want obligations, and you want contracts. It's not, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Then sign up. If you ain't gonna make it, you ain't gonna pay for it, dude. Let's say you're gonna go out of business. You're in the furniture business. You're like, I'm done here. Okay. Well, guess what? That don't get you off the hook of living on this planet. You failed the business, no problem. You restart another business. So the way to play this is let's go ahead and give your business the best shot. You need training. You're gonna need sales. You're gonna need phone skills. You're gonna need follow-up. Otherwise, it's gonna fail. If we put it on a credit card and you fail, the bankruptcy court picks up the Visa, MasterCard, the American Express. Training contract you did with us lives on for your next company. 100% of those people will continue on in some other business. They're going to go bankrupt.
Dude, that is shady as shit.
So I guess what he said is, like, did I interpret this right? He said, like, max out your credit card to buy my training.
Yes.
Because even if you go bankrupt, like they can't take away the knowledge I gave you.
Yes.
They can take away your car. They
take away your house. They can take away everything, but you got the training. You got the training to continue to start another business. And he basically just stated that you go bankrupt and they'll pick up the credit card and stuff, which I think that is actually true. But
yeah, I mean,
this is the same guy that sat down with Damon John. Remember? Did you ever see that one?
Oh yeah,
during the holidays.
I brought it up like in 2 videos.
Yeah, I think you brought it up before. Where it said if you had your last
$1,000,
yeah, on Christmas,
and they have to choose between presents for the family or the book. Yeah.
You're down. A guy's sitting there right now watching this, and I got my last grand, dude, and I got Christmas coming. Should he spend it on this?
Absolutely.
What?
I found that from CoffeeZilla, and what's funny is if you go find, they actually, so that was like from the live stream, but they actually later they cut that scene out. So they realized how bad it was. So if you go watch on their channel, they cut out the Christmas part.
Oh, really? Okay.
But luckily, somebody else saved it because they realized like, oh yeah, we're psychopaths for saying that.
Yeah, it's like real shady. That's just, I don't know what it is, man, with these people, but they blow up, man. You gotta be willing to fuck over people to get rich. It seems like these days.
Yeah. So and this will be, and you can be honest. Have you ever seen my videos with the little rainforest background?
I've seen one of them.
Always lying. Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah. So this will be one eventually. I've been meaning to make it for probably over a year. That's how sometimes I have too many ideas that I have to push it back.
But you don't push out content as much as you should. By the way, is everyone investing with Cole? Follow and subscribe to Investing with Cole. But yeah, you don't.
I've been good. I've been good this year. I've gotten out like 5 videos. That's like.
Oh really, dude? I haven't gotten a single notification. Actually, I don't even think I have the bells on anybody's stuff. I think I just kind of wait for the algorithm to show it to me.
I just check my sub box a lot. So yeah, I usually don't have bell stuff on. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about how finance is pretty much the only subject where there's not immediate feedback. So for example, if Grant Cardone says like follow my training and you'll be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we know for sure his training doesn't work. You're not going to be a millionaire. You probably won't find that out until you could be like 2 years in before you realize like, oh, this isn't working. Whereas a field like programming, if there was a guy like Grant Cardone in programming and he's like, this is how you write the best program, like where you type in his code and you hit run and you get 50 errors. You have immediate feedback. So there's no big programming YouTuber that doesn't know how to program because within 5 minutes you realize their programs don't work. There's immediate feedback. Whereas getting rich, like you can always go like I could give you the worst stock picks ever. They collapse 90%, and I can just go, oh yeah, bad luck.
Yeah.
Like, there's no accountability.
And you also have to wait for that, right? Because when you promote a stock, let's just say, let's go with Palantir because everyone likes Palantir. It was like at one point it was like $30 or something. I don't know, but you promote that, and now it's at like $6. There's no feedback right then and there when you get it. You just like, oh, just keep buying. It's on sale. It's on sale. Buy the dip. Dollar cost average.
Yeah, because if one YouTuber says buy Palantir and I say don't buy Palantir, you just have to wait. That's the only way to prove who's right.
Who's right? Yeah. And even at that point, how do you know if you're right? Because eventually, even like you and I, we say don't buy Palantir. Eventually, we're going to be wrong potentially because it can just reverse and go back up.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, you guys are idiots.
Yeah, like Bed Bath & Beyond in the last 2 weeks, Bed Bath & Beyond has returned more than the S&P 500 in the last like 5 years. But if you had bought Bed Bath & Beyond like 4 weeks ago, you've severely underperformed the market.
Yeah.
So you have to. So they'll use all kind of time frames. Where like I'm sure Jeremy's going to do this eventually. I feel like it has to happen. I think there's going to be because Tattooed Chef, his favorite stock, he's down like 90% on it. It's so cheap that I could very easily see it double in like a month. And I know he's going to brag about that. He's going to be like, everyone said don't buy Tattooed Chef. It's up 100% in the last month. The market's up 5%. But it's like, well, but you bought it at $25. So like you don't get to brag that it went from $150 to $3 if you bought it at $25.
what is it going to take for me to start buying the Chef stock again, right? Because this used to be a buy the dip stock, right? It used to be. And then things started to really change over the past couple quarters.
Okay. I just got cultured.